Good afternoon. My name is Eugene Ash. I'm the Official Secretary to the Governor of Western Australia, and I have the privilege of being your Master of Ceremonies today. Thank you for joining us for this very special investiture ceremony being conducted to those recognised in the Australian Honours System. And my thanks to Kira Gunn for her wonderful performance on the harp. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the presence of the official guests here today. The Honourable Paul Papalia, CSC MLA, representing the Premier of Western Australia. Ms Sandra Brewer, MLA, representing the Leader of the Opposition. Major General Barry Nunn, AO, RFD ED, retired, National Chairman of the Order of Australia Association. Mrs Judy Hogben, AM, Chair of the Order of Australia Western Australian Branch. Distinguished guests, recipients of awards, guests of recipients. His Excellency the Honourable Chris Dawson, AC APM, Governor of Western Australia, and Mrs Darrell Dawson will join us shortly.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Thank you so much to Madeline. It is now my privilege to invite His Excellency the Honourable Chris Dawson, AC APM, Governor of Western Australia, to deliver his address. Your Excellency.
Well, good afternoon, one and all. Kaya Wanju, and can I thank Auntie Trish for her wonderful welcome to country and add my respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders. Look, the Mordich Mobber from Wesley College, and thank you once again, boys, for a wonderful performance. And to Madeline, of course, Madeline Crofts, who wonderfully led us in the rendition of our Australian National Anthem. To Minister Paul Papalia, CSC MLA, thank you for being here and representing the Honourable Premier, and Sandra Brewer, MLA, thank you also for representing us here, representing the Leader of the Opposition. Today is about these people on my right over here. They are the recipients that I'm shortly going to award the Orders of Australia for various outstanding achievements. This year is the 50th year in which Australia has been honouring fellow Australians through the Orders of Australia. The Whitlam government of 1975 introduced this, and it changed things from the imperial honours that used to come from Britain. And it covers all strands of society. People who have performed outstanding acts of valour and bravery, and I awarded some for those yesterday, selfless community service, or achieved wonderful feats and improvements across the state in a number of different arts, endeavours and individual achievements. What makes each and every one of these honours so special is that fellow Australians anonymously can nominate any Australian. You don't have to be of a particular birthright, you don't have to have a particular postcode. All Australians, and it's a very egalitarian way. It's quite unique actually internationally. No other country does it quite the way that Australia does it. Of course, some of the recipients that you will see come out here shortly may be well known to you as public figures. Many perhaps are only recognised in their local community. Or perhaps you may have also received some benefit from some of these people through their specialities or what they've done. By way of example, it may be for service to the community through the preservation of our history, or through service to various multicultural communities, or the Jewish community of Perth, service to our parliament, to sport, to football, in a whole raft of different achievements. Importantly, I want to acknowledge the family and friends that are here too, because you've been behind or beside giving your support individually to your loved ones, your friends that you're witnessing receiving that honour today. So thank you for your part in how these great Australians have achieved. Every day, all over Australia, there are people who are doing extraordinary things. They put their passion, their generosity of spirit, their energy or their resolve into their particular vocation, pursuit or endeavour. But for all of them, they're doing something that's bigger than themselves. And there's, I think, elements of selflessness and creativity and care, which really is an element of what happens. The recipients I have had the privilege, my wife Darren and I have had great privilege in being here over the last 3 years, and we are regularly witnessing people who are humble. They often come to me at the front here and say, "Governor, I didn't do this for recognition. I was just doing my job, or something had to be done and I just had to do it." And that is, I think, a quality that I'd like, at least for this afternoon, you can actually stand proudly and wear these medals, and there'll be lapel pins, and at future events you may wear these with pride. And you should be proud of your individual achievements because they do deserve recognition. When we start off our lives in individual pursuits, you never quite know what may happen. In the 1970s, there was a young police constable guarding this house one night, and that was me. Governor Sir Wallace Kyle and Lady Kyle were sleeping upstairs, and it was my job for the night to guard the place. I never once considered that I would be here with my wife many years later, and so you never know what doors open. And I know that, for instance, one of the recipients here this afternoon was a young talented athlete as a primary school student. My wife, Darren, was the Deputy Principal of North Cottesloe Primary School, and I recall Darren telling me whenever we watched Nina Kennedy competing, she'd say, "That's one of the North Cott kids." And so, whether you are well known or lesser known, it's an example of how someone can come through and achieve great things, and the nation stands with you, and we share that pride and that honour. You all make us incredibly proud. So as Governor of the state, it's certainly my honour to conduct this investiture this afternoon, to personally thank you for your work, for your achievements, for your selfless service, for your compassion and your care for Australia, because you are models of inspiration. Thank you.
Dr. Raymond George, OAM, for service to science and to the community of Albany. Dr. George has contributed greatly to marine science, notably identifying and naming the western rock lobster, the eponymous Panulirus cygnus George, in 1962. A distinguished carcinologist with the WA Museum and later academic roles at the University of Western Australia, he guided generations of students and researchers. In Albany, Dr. George enriched community life through long-standing service to the golf club, heritage and education programs. His enduring impact spans scientific discovery, sport and civic contribution. Dr. Raymond George was unable to attend today. His award has been received by his daughter-in-law, Mrs. Jill George.